weren't roommates or childhood besties, or even that close at first.
We met in a 1 Corinthians 13 small group and basically trauma bonded over being the unfun friends.
Not the ones who take the shots. We're the ones who carry the Band-Aid.
We're not the ones who flirt at brunch, but we're the ones overthinking the group text.
But
we're done apologizing for being deep.
The unfun friends, let's talk about it. We dive into the real stuff no one's texting about.
Singleness, faith, body image, mental health, autoimmune struggles, grief, burnout, friendships, and so much more.
With a little chaos, a little candor, and a lot of comfort.
This one's for the girls who feel like too much and not enough all at the same time. So, let's talk about it. Welcome back, friends. If you're just joining us, this is part 2, so make sure you listen to part 1, because this conversation builds.
We're picking up right where we left off, and we're so glad you're here with us. Let's jump right back in. Let's talk about rest a little bit. How do you balance or navigate, or like if someone came to you, me, and was like, I have to work out like a crazy person every single day, can't rest, go, 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 go.
Well, obviously I'm going to tell you to jump right now because I know what's going on and I know that you need to. But
why, Phoebe? Why do I have to rest?
Literally, I mean, I can tell you the science behind it. You want to know that? Because literally, like, your muscles cannot adapt and grow to what you've done unless you rest. And that's probably a spiritual parallel.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like time off, like not focusing on this, that, but just focusing on the Lord to spiritually, like, recollect yourself. But definitely physically, like, rest days are so key. And for a long time, like, I struggled with that too. I was like, I just want to do something every day, like almost for mental health purposes. Like, I was like, I will literally be sad if I don't work out today. Like, I loved it so much. But this season of life has looked so different because of how busy I've been. Like, working out is like a maybe. Like, and I can tell, like, mentally I've been like, dude, I want to work out so bad. But I've been taking a lot of rest days. So in my head right now, rest days are like, I'm like, I don't need that. I've had too many of those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, and so, like, right now they're kind of negative in my head. I'm like, I've done nothing. I'm not gaining anything. But for them, like, for every other season of life where I'm consistently working out, I pretty much push myself to where I need a rest day. Like, I can't move. So, but which I don't know if that's good or bad. But, I mean, I guess I'm doing it in moderation. But, but definitely, like, yeah, I don't know.
I also feel like the Lord can take those rest days to draw your energy and attention to other things.
Absolutely.
That He has for you, just because He's talking about how I've had more rest days. Like, He's using your energy and attention to kind of plug in and get a good basis for, like, where you're starting.
I guess I didn't go into this, but gym, like going to the gym, especially in that point when I thought I was going to be, like, a CrossFit champion, gym was an idol, like, for sure. Yeah. Like, I lived with Elise, but, like, I never saw her. Like, I was either in class or at the gym, and that's it. Like, I never hung out with friends. I never, like, dove into what I wanted to do at school or anything like that. Like, nothing mattered other than the gym. And so I've just gone on both of these, like, swings of both extremes. Yeah. Like, I just keep, like, or I've just been back and forth, and so I'm just trying to find that medium again. But
it's so hard because right when you get consistent with the schedule, your season of life changes, and it's like, now I got to figure out what that looks like again. It's hard. And discipline.
Dependent, though. I think that's also
absolutely.
Wait,
that's really good.
Say that again.
I feel like that's to keep us dependent, because if we ever had a set schedule, like, for our entire life, we're gonna start making ourselves idols. Like, that's intentional. Yeah,
that's good. Never thought about it that way.
I've never thought about it that way either. And you know how bad I am with, like,
seriously.
Well, I feel like it's been revealed to me over this past, like, year.
No, yeah.
So I'll get, like, frustrated about things. So actually, that's the Lord just showed me, like, you're not in control and you didn't need to be. So
that's a good point too, because it's like if I'm really stressing about, like, haven't been in the gym as much as I wanted to be, and Annalise is good at reminding me of, like, well, currently in this season, like, school has been a priority, or, like, you know, different things that, like, have to take more of my attention.
Really fast.
Yeah.
Guys, do not stop living your life to be in the gym.
No,
the gym's great, and obviously I'm talking about how it reflects the Lord, how it's ways of worship, how it shows the Lord's creativity, his intentionality. It can be a way of ministry, it can be a way of community. But like, don't stop living your life to be in the gym.
Seriously.
It's not worth it.
No,
It's just not worth it.
it's not.
My therapist literally said to me like 3 weeks ago, she said, she said something literally just like that. Stop planning your life around your workouts and
Right.
plan your workouts
That's
around
right.
your
And
life.
that's a good tester for you to know if it's an idol.
And
Yeah.
you could say that for anything. Stop planning your
100%.
life around work. Stop planning your life
100%.
around. Yeah, seriously.
Friends around,
Yeah.
like just
Seriously.
even your family. Family's great, but
I
like
know,
if that's your
yeah.
top priority and you wake up in the morning and you're not thinking about the Lord, which we
Yeah.
all struggle with that, but like it's a good
Yeah.
Yeah,
tester for yourself.
absolutely.
Yeah, because I feel like you said, kind of teaching dependence and like a letting go of control. I feel like he also in that has been teaching me like presence, like being in his presence of like if I'm so focused on like not being able to do something, he's like, you're not being present where I have you,
Oh, so
and you're
good.
gonna
Yeah.
miss it.
Yeah,
But
literally, I'm not even kidding. Like,
you can exclude
what?
yourself.
What's really funny is you just said that. I have a reminder on my phone that hits me every morning at 6 a.m. and it says, "If you're not in my presence, if you're in my presence, you're not gonna miss it." And you
Dang.
literally just said that word
Yeah.
for word.
That's
Because
so
I keep
good.
reminding myself, like, it's not about like especially. I mean, I've been at work for 3 days, but the 3 days I've been there, I'm like, it's not about if I make it to this meeting at this time. If I make it, like, I just get so caught up in like the strictness of schedule and everything like that. But I keep reminding myself, or like, it's not about if these girls hit every single thing in the workout. If they need to tell me something or trying to open up, I'm gonna be attentive to that. Like, I try not to be so like stuck in my ways of just like this has to happen. I have to do my job perfectly, but also just like open the floor up to like
Okay, can I say something too?
yeah.
But I feel like that's true because it's like in the Bible it talks about Jesus being a carpenter, but I mean not really. Like I feel like majority of his miracles are him being out in the cities, interacting with people. I don't really remember sitting reading the Bible and it just talking about Jesus' daily routine with the
Right.
being a carpenter.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I don't know.
I wish it did. I want to know.
I want to
I wanna
know
what
what
he was up
created, yeah.
to.
For a reason that it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're
Hey,
saying.
Jesus woke up and he prayed to the Lord. And then he
For
went
10
and
minutes.
cut down the trees. Like, I don't know.
And this is how he carved this table.
I meant to say this a second ago, like when we were talking about priorities. Do you remember also at prayer? I think it was also prayer, or maybe it was Sunday. But I can't remember who. Someone said that like when the word priority was first made, it was never meant to be plural.
I think
Like,
it was Pastor Mark on
It
Sunday.
was so good. Like there is one priority.
The
You were only
original
meant to have
word.
one
That
priority.
actually makes sense in the
Yeah.
definition.
Isn't that
The original
crazy?
word could not be
Plural.
plural.
And so
it was
like, there's
only
no such thing as
priority.
Do they
priorities.
have the Hebrew root of priority?
I don't know.
He didn't say it, but
He probably
he said
did
because it was like in the 1400s, and then at some point in history of
It's just
the
so
word,
crazy.
it changed to then be plural. That was so good. I
know.
was like, dang. There was
Seriously.
only one priority, and then he said, if God is not your priority, I mean, it was like,
Then
you
anything
can't have
else is
another
right.
priority.
Right, which is crazy.
Ooh,
It's so good.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm just curious.
you're good. I had a question about discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Calling some cats?
What?
That's
I don't know.
amazing.
Something
We
was going to
both
be
said,
about
huh?
like.
I have 2 cats, by the way. So
No, I agree.
You're so Phoebe. Your
You said-
cats are so. What's the cat?
my brother's
Drago?
cat. Oh, my cat is Drago, and my brother's cat is Raja. And I have to show you
So
this photo
cute.
of Raja last night.
Oh.
We'll pop it up on the
Yeah,
screen
like
for
please,
you.
I'll show y'all. It's the cutest thing.
Oh my gosh, I can't. They're both kind of like dogs. Like they like
are. They were raised
interact
by
with
dogs.
you like they're dogs. It's
Y'all,
so
how do we
cute.
get from Jesus being a carpenter and priorities to this?
to dogs and
and
cats? Cats are not the lesser.
Well, and Genesis is talking about like the animals and how we have stewardship over them.
Period. I actually read that the other day.
I don't think that's wrong.
No, I was confused why you said they're the lesser.
Yeah, like
I think
between
she meant that you
humans.
were talking about the difference between dogs and cats, but you were talking about humanity versus
Oh,
animals.
I thought you meant like how did we get from working out in humans to cats? And
Wait,
was
I
like,
think
it
everyone's
connects.
confused. All right, read that.
Everyone's
But you know
confused.
what's the
Yeah.
common
fine.
denominator? Oh, God.
Amen.
Yeah. Preach, Madeline.
Oh my God, guys.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what I was going to ask about discipline, but it was going to be something like navigating.
Discipline versus being too hard on yourself. I
Yes.
feel like I already knew. You were
Yeah,
gonna
you
ask
already
that.
knew.
But
That sounds
Yes. Phoebe's gift of discernment in action.
Can we
but
have her on for the spiritual gifts pod?
100%.
I'm so down. I'm
Yeah.
there. I've been there actually.
You're
Yeah.
the third member. So.
Yeah. But okay, definitely that's a hard discipline versus doing too much. Is
Yeah,
that what we
and, like,
was settled on?
performance.
Performance, yes.
Because there's definitely a fine line between like
Mm-hmm.
having discipline and growing in that and holding yourself accountable and making an idol.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's so good. Yeah, heart posture is so good. I'm actually going to dip onto the spiritual side of things with this because, like, last year, so at the very beginning of the year, my grandfather passed away. And then it kind of set the tone for, like, the year. Like, it was like I felt fine in the moment, but it just started hitting me more as the semester went on.
It's the little things.
Right, because you just don't get the chance to slow down. And so, like, after that, like, finally when I did slow down over the summer and then started my internship at Ryan and everything, like, I was still kind of busy, but not busy enough to, like, keep my mind off everything. But it, like, you know, it was one of those just, like, I feel like a snowball of events. It wasn't just his passing. There was just so much going on in life.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I was, like, at a real spiritual low, and I was like, Lord, I have no energy, no strength, no nothing to reach you right now. And so I was like, I really don't know how to maintain my relationship with you. And like, he really did just meet me there, and he was like, absolutely. And he was like, you don't need to do anything to reach me. I'm with you. And so I probably rode on to that too long. Like, for a while it was amazing. It was like I woke up and, like, even though like my flesh, I guess, felt exhausted, tired, weak, like my spirit had like a sense of just it was ready to go. Like, I felt renewed, everything like that. And the Lord just met me where I was. Like, I would literally only be able to, like, pray once a day, but the Lord really just taught me that, like, I don't even know what to name that side of him is, but he taught me that side of him. You know how he just teaches you new sides of him. He's like, I can do this too. I can do this too. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so, like, exactly. But then, like, at the end of the year, yes, good one. I like that. Caregiver. Okay, King. But so at the end of the year, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm upset with myself because I've done nothing to discipline myself spiritually. Like, I've lost so much spiritual discipline in the sense of, like, oh, he'll meet me where I am. I'm not doing anything. And so then, like, it was really, really good, this fresh start of the new year. We're on day 7, guys, but I've been back at my word, and I've realized how much proximity, like, matters. Like, keeping my mind on Jesus all day, I'm like a whole different person. Like, even though my body's exhausted, like, when I first got here, it was exhausted, like, my spirit, it can never stop running. Like, because I've just been in proximity with the Lord. And so I think, like, having that season of where I didn't have much discipline and I was kind of going with the ebbs and flows of life, I feel like what we just talked about a second ago, like, most of it is, like, I want to discipline myself to the best of my ability. Like, right now, like, I'm making sure that I'm in my word every day, making sure that I'm spending time to pray, like, waking up for prayer, like, that's discipline, things like that, like, seeking the Lord. But at the same time, like, if one thing, like, for example, yesterday was Jeffrey's wrestling match. I was out late, and I have made a commitment to read my my Bible recap at night, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go to sleep. And it was like, I've disciplined myself, like, tonight I'm gonna go home and do it, it's not a problem. But it's like, I also have shown myself, like, there are exceptions. Like, I don't have to do everything perfect all the time. And, like, if I miss one workout because a friend wants to hang out with me that I haven't seen in a while, like, I'm gonna do that. Like, it's more about the, like, eternal glory of the Lord rather than,
that's good.
You know what I mean? I feel like, because I feel like when I was so disciplined, I would miss the eternal part of it. Like, I would skip on hanging out with friends, with family, I'd whatever to do it. And I think just finding the balance of, like, really what you're talking about, like, don't lose your life for the gym.
Start to grow bitter about something and not realize it. If you become a slave to it.
Yeah. That's good, because it shows you too. And, like, we, in our episode that we're releasing before this one about abiding versus striving, we talked a lot about, like, in our time with the Lord, when you're striving and you feel like you have to do this, and you can't stray from that. Like, one, are you really present with the Lord?
That's so good, Mary and Martha.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
That can be applied to working out as well.
Yes.
I've heard that 3 times this week, and that's so good.
Yeah,
Like
so good.
I feel like that can be applied to so many different.
Oh my gosh,
life
yeah.
situations.
Yeah.
Reminder in that story, Mary was just like sitting at the feet of Jesus listening to him, and Martha was like trying to cook and get everything prepared, and she was frustrated and brought it to the Lord, and he said what the
Like, she was
only
frustrated
thing that's
against,
important.
uh,
She was
yeah.
frustrated that Mary was not doing anything and getting to like enjoy it,
Mhm.
and the Lord was
He
so
w-
kind to tell her like this is the only thing
He
that
wa-
matters.
Yeah, and he was like, and because Mary is focused on me, like she will not. He said she will not lose it or something like
Yeah,
that.
Something
you know what
like
I mean?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But it's so good.
But
so
I
Yeah.
like that he used, like, Martha wasn't doing necessarily bad things. Like,
No,
she
Yes.
was trying to do acts
no.
of service,
Right.
which is a great thing.
And that's exactly
But if
what
you
we
Like
said.
working
enslaved
out.
to
It's
the
a great
service,
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
you're degrading the
So
whole purpose
good.
of it.
Yes.
And that was literally said again in the 21 days of prayer. Maybe it was on Sunday, but in that
And
exact
21 days,
story
like, bro.
that Pastor Chris said it, and he
Yes.
said like you just said, what Martha was doing was not bad. Like those were good things.
Mhm.
And so Pastor Chris said this awesome line that was like, if the enemy can't get you with bad things,
my
he's going to
gosh.
distract you with good things
That
so that
was
you're not
it.
focused on the best thing. And I
Nailed
was
that.
like,
that is so good.
but yeah, it does go hand in hand, like with
Yeah.
working out. If you're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
focused
And
and you're
especially
missing other things.
right,
and-
especially for like us, we recreationally work out. We're not
Yeah.
trying to be super competitive. I mean, like we may compete every once in a while,
Yeah.
but we're not trying to be super competitive in anything. Yeah, no. But we're not trying to be like the number one. Even though I said that 8 times in my
Yeah.
story, but we're not trying to be that. And so, like
Well, you just
finding
like growth for you to get there. So,
exactly
Yeah.
finding that workout life balance is so
Yeah.
important. Like I used to think I need to work out 6 or 7 days a week, but I literally no. And like some would be active recovery days. Like I thought
Yeah.
active recovery was best, but like now I'm like
That's fair though. I see
like
that.
literally I've just told myself I want to work out 5 days a week.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
if one of those days is me literally walking outside, sure, great,
Yeah.
I'm moving. But like
I'm on the
I'm-
same like kind of.
but exactly. But I'm telling myself like I still have discipline and structure enough to say
Mhm.
I'm working out 5 days a week,
Mhm.
but I don't really care what it looks like. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
Yeah. And bringing it back to what you were saying about the Lord meeting you where you were, like being in his presence, because that was something that we kind of went through that at the same time.
Absolutely.
You were like a few steps ahead of me. And so Phoebe, we were talking and I was like, I just can't, like, it's so hard for me to be in the word because I feel like my quiet time has to look a specific way.
Mhm,
And if it's not going to look that way, then it's not happening.
yeah,
And so Phoebe was like, I've been going through that too. This is what I've been doing. And the Lord has been meeting me here.
absolutely.
And it was like sitting in worship,
gosh,
like this
yes.
instrumental worship,
Yeah.
and just, having nothing to give, but he's meeting you there.
Mhm,
And then what you said about you felt like you kind of rode that way for too long,
mhm.
and how kind the Lord is to like meet you where you are, but then also accountability check. I'm going to bring you back. It's time to have
Absolutely.
a little bit more
Absolutely.
discipline, I guess, or your discipline looks different. Because I would argue
Mhm.
that's still discipline. Like you're still,
Totally.
carving out time
Still
to be in his
convicted,
presence.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
yes.
And so with working out too, it's like, okay, if I actually need some rest, like, okay,
Mhm.
even in that, he's going to meet me there. And then also like, all right, you've been sitting on your
Yeah,
booty a little bit
absolutely,
too long.
Yeah.
Like, let's get
yeah,
back.
It's that balance.
Yeah.
Mm,
And that
finding
balance is
between.
always going to change.
Yes.
Like that's
and
the most frustrating
It
part
is a
for me.
pendulum. Like,
exactly. And as hard as it is physically, it's also hard spiritually to find
Yeah.
that balance. Like I've got to do all this and this,
Yeah.
and then like the fun doing nothing and whatever. But
Yeah.
that the days that I spent, honestly, if anyone on here is listening and cannot like find any way or time to spend with Jesus, no energy, anything like that, go on Spotify and find the Lectio 365 playlist and it
Yes.
like just listen to that, because it would be like I had to be at Briarwood over the summer at 4:30. I would
Mhm.
literally leave my house at like 3:45.
Yeah. In the morning.
Well, on the days that it was later, because I remember there was one specific day that I had to go in at like 5:15 or something like that, a little bit later, but it's when the sun was rising.
Yeah.
And I was driving down 280 and it's like the sun rises on that side.
Yeah.
So I'm driving and I'm literally like listening to that instrumental worship and I literally just lose it. I'm like, God, I didn't even try to get in your presence, but you're just like with me. It's like inescapable. And it's just like so cool. Like, it was just it was so peaceful because like there are times that like I feel like I almost get this sounds bad, but in that season definitely I was almost like burnt out of like worship. Like I was
Yeah.
like I just feel like my words are in vain. Like I feel like I'm
Mhm.
not meaning what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
so to just listen to instrumental worship and soak,
Yeah.
whole different
Soak.
game.
That was like an
That's
underlying
abiding. That
word.
was you abiding.
Yeah. Because there are times where like I don't want to put worship music on because I don't want to hear the words.
Bro, for real.
Not because they're not true, but I'm just like there's something
It's
about
the same
like
ones.
yeah.
No, it's true.
But
Yeah.
they're also good, but like it's a season, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I really think my favorite part of this conversation was the dang. I just
It was.
my brain just literally actually a blank slate.
It farted.
Tabula rasa.
Tabula rasa.
I burped like 8 times. Like, I feel bad for the viewers, bro.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. Dang, what was I gonna say, bro? It was the way your spiritual growth paralleled with your physical growth.
That was what you were gonna say, or
What has been my
something?
favorite
Okay.
part of this conversation?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
bringing it back to the very beginning.
The tear.
I know.
But there's some what?
Like we're talking about like where the muscle of the tear.
Yeah.
You know, it also reminds me of when you're talking about 1 Corinthians 13, kind of first episode, and how we were talking about how the muscle you have to work.
Yeah.
It's like the same
Mhm.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So many, because like there are so many times that I learn something in my spiritual life that I'm also learning in my physical life, or like can benefit me in my physical life.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah. I remember what I was gonna say
Yeah.
based off what you just
Say
said.
it.
Bringing it back to 21 days of prayer.
Yeah.
Wow, we're only on day 4?
I
Today
know,
was
I'm
day
fired
4,
up,
and we're
bro.
really learning a lot because we've been really leaning into like seeking God and not bringing your own agenda.
Yeah.
And in that like spiritual growth, I feel like what the Lord has me learning in the gym right now, like I'm just
Absolutely.
He's just downloading this in my spirit right now
Praise
of
God.
like when I'm focused on myself and I'm seeking myself and seeking my own gain.
Mhm.
It's not fun, but switching it to getting to move my body and work out is worship, and seeking him first in there is going to
Mhm.
completely change your
Mhm.
experience.
Amen.
And that
I'm
is
so glad.
true in like everything in life.
Yeah.
Ooh, now I'm excited to get in the
I
gym.
know. I had no idea that you'd never thought of that. I'm so
No.
glad that we mentioned that.
Yeah.
I know.
Let's go.
Because I don't know how long we've been talking, but the plan is we're going to go from sitting on this couch up to the gym, and we're going to be mic'd up for a little workout that Phoebe came up with for us. And
Oh,
so
guys.
we'll go from this combo to some funny bits and pieces of being mic'd up while we die, maybe not.
You're cooking up something diabolical.
Yeah.
I hear it.
Also, I'm going to challenge myself while we're in this workout. If any lies pop up in my head, I'm going to say them out loud.
and I'll
so that-
rebuke them
Yeah.
with scripture.
All right, guys. We'll see you in the gym.
Bye.
Bye bye.
I'll say, how does she still sing with the sting of prognosis? Scars are not closed and the wound will not open. How
Come
can
on.
you still dream when the stream in front of knees is realer than Tel Aviv instead of deep?
Wait, this is my big arm. Only halfway. I can breathe. Ella, you're beautiful.
Thanks.
She heard that. Madeline, you're beautiful.
Phoebe, you're beautiful.
Booty cheeks.
You look strong, bro.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome. Madeline, your butt looks good.
Yeah, it does.
My favorite part is the wall ball.
He bring up your past, but bring up his future.
Ooh.
Satan go nowhere.
Withering branch, come to nothing.
That's my favorite term.
My favorite part of wall balls is when I slam it down at the end. Like that. You jumped on.
Oh boy. I just told myself I'm out of shape. And then I said, I'm in the best shape I can be.
Yes. I just got fired up to rebuke that lie.
It's at this moment, I need to remember it's worship, not punishment.
That's
I
right.
was just going to say,
God is good.
this is where I'm done.
God is good. We get to do this.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege. Ah! I feel like I'm going to war right now.
Yes!
Maybe I'll start praying in tongues for real.
Equipment against the enemy.
Yeah.
Sometimes, guys, when I don't want to lift again, I'm like, you know what? This will help me protect my babies.
Yes.
Amen.
And I'm going to start looking at this like, actually, I'm training for war.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Physical discipline,
Spiritual discipline.
spiritual discipline.
Take it from me, guys. I didn't start working out until I was like 15. I didn't do sport. So, if I can do it, so can you.
Amen.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to quit.
You got it.
Man.
You got it.
Conquerors! No weapon formed against you will prevail.
Oh my legs.
All right, class. Letting on a secret. For these next few rounds, I'm cutting the reps from 12 to 10, and that's okay. Because I'm going to keep moving.
It's perfectly fine.
I'm doing it for the people.
That's right. And we're doing it together. Woo! We should work out like this every day.
Discipline is more fun with community.
Yeah, it really is. Woo, go Phoebe.
Oh yeah. That was a workout.
Take that, Satan.
Not for real.
Stupid dummy.
Withering Brant.
To nothing.
Withering branch come to nothing.
We finished it, guys. None of us believed we could. I couldn't have done it without you.
No.
For real.
Could have Woody now?
Couldn't have done it without you.
Uh-huh. There's no way. I would have quit that at round 3.
Yeah.
Woo!
My last tidbit for the workout. Today, this is the first time I've ever had this thought. It was yesterday while I was getting my oil changed, and I was wearing like probably this exact top, and I was looking at my stretch marks right here.
Look at the biceps though.
I know, and because one time Madeline was like, we have matching stretch marks, and I was like,
Onyx, I was so excited.
and then I was like, yeah, it's because we lift, like that muscle. But I've never felt confident. Like, I always have looked at them as like, you know, like a bad thing. And then last night I was looking at them and I was like,
That's not a bad
proof
thing.
of life.
Yeah, it is. Same thing with like, I feel like we're always talking about pregnancy. We've never been pregnant ever in our life. But like,
Yeah.
same thing there. Those are good things.
Yeah, and like I have them all like here.
I do too, my hips, everything.
And like just with weight fluctuations. But lately I've been able to look at them and be like, wait, like I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to say that.
Well, no, I
before.
admire because y'all, Phoebe and Ella lift heavier than me, and that's not like, I'm not saying that a competition way, like they just lift heavier, which is great. They've worked for that, and I just think it's encouraging for me to be like, oh, I have stretch marks, and like my friends who can lift super heavy have them too, so like that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it doesn't disqualify you from certain activity
It's same thing, it's
or
literally like wrinkles.
beauty
Like
standard.
when you see an older person and you can see like their smile lines or their laugh lines, I'm like,
Yeah.
is it proof that you lived a happy little life?
proof of life.
Yeah.
But Marlon asked me about a stretch mark the other day, and I said, those are my tiger stripes.
Love it.
Because I heard a mom describe it that way to her daughter one time, and I was like, that's incredible.
Honestly, it's just part of growing.
Yeah.
It's part of growing.
So that's my last tidbit.
No, I love it.
My waiting room at the car oil change place was about my
Okay, but like
stretch marks.
honestly, like praise be to God with that though, because I know when I first did that to you, it kind of took you back a little bit. Not in like a mean way, but you were just kind of
Yeah.
like, that's not what something you wanted to hear at the time.
Yeah.
But praise be to God that he was able to turn that into something new and
Yeah.
like life and renewal.
He's definitely redeemed it, because like when you did make that comment, yeah, it took me
And I
back,
felt
not
bad.
like in a bad way.
No, I know it wasn't. You didn't think I was doing it to be mean, but like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like
But
I
then
can see where I think if someone
Yeah.
said it to me, I'd probably like,
in that exact
Yeah.
moment, like when I said, yeah, because we lift heavy, then that took you aback because you were like, like no, it's because we've been in heavier bodies.
Yeah,
And then I was like, no, like truly.
It's because we lift heavier.
Yeah.
Period. It's for the kids.